Hello everybody, my name is Vinicius Garmats. I work as a design and architect in Maximo team. And today we are going to talk a little bit about one of the latest enhancements in our Maximo 761 release, which is related to what we are calling multiple inspection reports. In fact, this is a usability enhancement that will better allow inspectors to report their inspection results if they are executing really several different inspections at once. So for those operators who have a route to perform or any other inspector that wants simply to combine and execute an inspection report including different results, this enhancement is for them. So for this example today, I'm going to use our regular vehicle inspection form, and let's pretend that we will be in a garage inspecting different vehicles at once. So I created this small form here where I have simply a section, interior, exterior, a few items to check, and each one of these items might have three options to choose. Checked and okay, might require attention, and requires immediate attention. So let's go in Maximo and see how it looks like. So I simply create one of my inspection forms here, including the items, instructions, etc. And you will notice that right now in 761, not just the form can contain instructions, but the groups can also contain instructions. So let me add here. So this section relates to interior, exterior section of your vehicle, as well as the questions can also have instructions. So instructions to the question level. And done. So I have really my inspection form set up. And let me go now to the assets application where I have three cars created. So let me quickly change their status to active. And one new enhancement that you might find in 761 release is really the ability to recommend an inspection form to an asset or locations. In order to create that recommendation, in other words, to link the inspection form to the asset or location, we'll find this associate inspection form menu. So let me really select that inspection form, so vehicle inspection report, and done. So this form that we've just created will now be presented as a recommended form for this set of assets. The other thing that is actually new in 761 is that you can really create and schedule inspections for all selected assets and not really the individual ones as we had in 7609. But let's skip these for now. And let me go to the routes application. And let me create my vehicle inspection route. And you will notice that now in 761 we can also use multi-assets location and CI table. And let me really select the assets. So car, etc. So I have here really my three cars. And if you select the inspection form, and now in 761 you don't need really to have a job plan, explicit job plan to do the inspection. You can plan your inspection form directly in the routes application and also support the multi-asset object in my work order. So if I select my inspection form, you'll notice that now every time that we are in a context of an asset or location, you can choose recommended forms or really any other form that is active at that time. So we are not actually preventing the user from selecting the other forms, but simply recommending the right forms, the right assets and locations. So let me really select the same or different forms depending on the use case that you might have, and done. And now let me skip PM the preventive maintenance module, where you can really schedule this route to execute in a periodic basis and have a work order automatically generated for these set of assets. Let me create and apply this route immediately. So vehicle inspection route. Let me say that this is the daily route. And then let me manually apply this route. Here you see, okay, now we have vehicles. And now in the multi-asset object, I have 3 individual inspection results to report based on this same form. So based on what you guys had in 7609, you really had to jump to the conduct an inspection application and do these inspection reports, these individual inspection reports 3 times to complete this work order. But this is something that we changed really in 761. In the work order, you find the enter inspection results. And these actually, hold on, let me allow pop-ups here. And these really allow you to do what we call a grouped report. So we have really the same form, or if we have different forms, we are going to present each one of the forms, its instructions, and the assets and locations that are related to that. And you have really the ability to start them in batch. Or you will notice that I can also filter for based on the work order number 1203. Let me search on that. And you will see this stacked card here that actually contains 3 inspections that you have to execute. So this is really a representation of a group of inspections that might be reported together. Or I can simply come here and say, okay, let me really select this, that one, and that other one, and really do the individual report for these 3 inspections that I simply selected on my own. So any kind of freeform selection to a predefined selection is actually supported in 761. So let me really go back to my work order 1203. And let me really start this inspection. And you'll notice that now we have really the 3 assets as I defined in my route. And everything that I have really as part of the same work order will be also presented in here. And we added really a new level here. So we have the individual inspection result that I need to report, and then the sections and the items in my inspection form. The other thing that you will notice are the instructions. So instructions are actually presented in a full screen mode. Each one of the areas, group, questions, etc., will have its own instructions. And you will notice also that the single option is now presented as a large selectable button. In other words, if you are really in a touchscreen device, this will allow you to better perform your inspection. So let me go there and really perform this report. So the first one is check it and OK, check it and OK. My required attention, no comments. And then the first one is actually completed. So I can really continue, navigate to the next one, and continue that inspection report. You'll notice that these headers actually stay on top while I'm executing the inspection until the next one comes. So if I change here, now I have a new report to perform. So this is really new in 761. And more than that, our expectation is really to be able to hide and show this left side in a newer release. In other words, we are really planning to rework the entire user interface to better support also small devices like a smartphone. So far, this is really intended to work in a medium to large device, from a tablet to a desktop. So once I complete my inspection, we are now presenting a summary. which inspection was completed, when it was completed, if there are actions that needs to be taken, and these actions is actually something that I'm going to present in another video. So this is what I have to share with you today. So thanks for watching. At any time, any kind of feedback, please feel free to reach me and send me your questions, recommendations, comments, any doubt. I'll be really glad to help you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.